Hi, my name is Carolina Mariposa, and I am a medical intuitive who also has a background in psychology, early childhood mental health, and a variety of holistic healing practices. I founded Butterfly Grove to support highly sensitive children, teens, and parents to be more grounded, joyful, creative, and empowered. So today's video is about one of my all-time favorite topics, and that is creativity. Creativity is one of the most powerful healing tools that we have as highly sensitive people. And I'm excited today to share some of my views on creativity, to talk about the energy anatomy of creativity, and to really hopefully get you excited about using it as a tool for empowerment and joy in your life as a sensitive person. So first I want to talk about the energy of creativity. What I love about creativity is that it really brings all of our energy systems together. It brings our spiritual wisdom into our body because we're often inspired to do creative projects by our spirit or by this wiser part of ourselves. It also is a way that we communicate our physical experience and our emotional experience. So bringing all of these together in our hearts and expressing them out into the world is so healing just in and of itself. Even if no one else sees it, that we are experiencing that in our bodies, that union of our spirit and our heart and our emotions and our bodies all engaged in the creative act. Super exciting and healing. Another thing I want to share about creativity is that when we fill up with our creative energy, and there are a lot of ways that we do this, but when we're really full of ourselves and our creativity, all that juice that really comes from the core of who we are, there isn't a lot of room in our energy space for other people to come in or for other people's judgments to come in. And so it's a great antidote to that kind of people-pleasing tendency most of us have as highly sensitive people. It really also makes us more resilient energetically because we are more full of our own energy and we're not as easily influenced by energy that's coming at us from the outside. So one way to unify all these aspects of our being is to really tune in to times when we might need creativity as a healing for ourselves. So if we're feeling kind of down or less than, that's actually a perfect time to embrace some kind of creative project. And a lot of people think about creativity just in terms of the arts. So people think about writing poems, writing essays, stories, music, singing, dancing, being theatrical. Those are all amazing ways to be creative. But if that's not for you, there are hundreds of other ways that especially kids are creative. Kids just engaging in imaginary play is creative. You're constantly creating characters, scenarios. I've seen kids at the park doing this all the time with their peers. I've done it myself as a kid. These can turn into stories that you write down as you're older. But just that act of making things up in your mind is creative. And you might have had the experience of feeling kind of down and then maybe having a daydream or imagining a scenario and you feel better. That's a wonderful way to use your creativity. Also, if you don't feel particularly artistic or playful, you might be really good at creatively solving problems. Maybe you're really good at math or science, and so you get something that you really enjoy, like math or science, and you challenge yourself in some way to come up with a creative solution to a math problem, or you invent something to meet a need that is in your immediate environment or in your family. So many ways you can bring this creative energy into your life and get it flowing through you so that you feel good about yourself. If you are struggling as a highly sensitive kid or teen or parent with that judgment of yourself or worrying about what other people will think, there's a lot of ways to work with that. If it's a chronic problem, I do suggest getting help from a coach. who can support you in kind of working through whatever those really critical voices are in your head. But if it's a more temporary situation, it's really helpful sometimes to just shift the energy by shifting your focus. So you might, for example, if you're really judging your song that you're writing and thinking that it's not very good, you might shift into another type of creativity, like you might paint a picture, or you might go outside and play and make up a story in your head and maybe engage with some other kids and get them to participate in the story with you. You can assign roles and direct the whole theatrical production. And then you can go back to the original scenario where you were feeling a creative block or feeling a lot of judgment against yourself, and see if you have some fresh ideas or fresh energy around it that really shifts that experience of sort of self-criticism and self-judgment. So more than anything, I hope this video gets you going on some creative project. If I was to assign homework today, I would say find one creative thing that you can do every day. No matter what it is, no matter who it's for, just get those creative juices flowing and notice how it impacts your energy. Notice how it impacts your mood, your body. Really get a sense of what that embodied creativity feels like inside you, and have fun with it. If this video was helpful for you, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. And if you're so moved, I would love for you to send me an email or have your parents send me an email. I'll leave my email address below. Or if you're checking this out through my website, you can just click on the email icon. I love to hear from people, and unfortunately YouTube doesn't allow comments in videos that are made for people under 18. So emailing me is a great way to let me know if you have any questions or want more information on certain topics. If you think you might be interested in working with me as a coach, if you are kind of struggling with your creativity and a lot of judgment around it, I would love to speak with you more. You're welcome to contact me through my website and set up a free discovery call. I do work with people all over the world. I work remotely, either on the phone or by video, and as well as in person if you're local to Northern California. So I really appreciate you tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.